and particularly Chris Jackson. We look forward to see how it goes. Brad Shields, we haven't had a chance to catch up with what happened there, but we can only assume that it was a simple problem that they had down at the last time that car raced. Rolling start for these guys, it's always good. Once they get really close and hit the noise, we'll go quiet for a minute just so you can soak it all in as these sports sedans get underway.
We're going to run 4 wide down into turn 1. Have a look at them spread across the field. And Nick Smith's been turned. He's got contact very much with the wall, and there's cars spinning through turn 1 as well. Somebody's backwards in a big cloud of smoke through turn 1 towards 2. So who's that off the field? We've got cars everywhere.
Barry Kelleher, is it, in the Mustang?
Yep, and it looks like there's a red car in the back of the shot there. That's Gessler and Spiteri, I want to say, facing the wrong direction. So it's Spiteri who rotated. So something happened in the very middle of the field, and Nick Smith has made heavy contact with the wall in the front of that car, and there's damage all over the rear of Spiteri's car. He's not going anywhere.
We've got safety car as a result of that, naturally. But how close was it off the start between Brad Shields and Paul Beauchet?
Not altogether healthy. He's got a flat tyre, doesn't he? Front left. Looks like it might be a little bit worse for wear. Yeah, it's definitely flat. So I would suggest that there was here's the replay of the start on screen now for people watching on the live stream. We go 4 wide and then watch Nick Smith down the back. He's gone around the outside. Oh, he's lost on his own as he's pulled the next gear, it looks like. Unfortunately for him, that's just a spin on his own. I'm not sure what happened around in turn 2.
Looks like he's got a left rear puncher, so maybe the tyre blew and that's what caused the thing to jink the way it did. And one would suspect that we'll at least get another 3 laps in as a result. Maybe 2 laps, 3 laps.
I guess it depends on how fast Brad Shields wants to go at the end of this race, doesn't he? You can see Paul Beauchet is right up behind him, though. They're all bumping almost nose to tail coming down to the start line. Brad Shields holding them back as late as he can. Glenn Pro has jumped out of the line to try to make a move. And look at the Trans Am down the inside. I think he might have gone a little earlier than everybody else to have jumped 4 or 5 cars by the flag. And Duggan already making his way through as well.
Got past Chris Jackson before the start-finish line. I don't think you're allowed to pass anyone before the start-finish line. And Jackson quickly gets him back before they get to turn 2. And Kelleher's been fairly aggressive there.
He has, hasn't he?
And he's trying to make a move on the skyline that's just in front of him.
It's been a pretty big effort to come down the inside like that. We of course saw a jump start like that last year in the Sports Sedans. We had a Division 3 car leading into turn 1 for a couple of moments.
Yeah, no one told me.
Yeah, interesting development. You see Jackson work his way past Pro, run down into turn 6. He's got Scott Cameron next to him. It's good to see Jackson having a good run. I don't want to put him off on him, but hopefully he'll be able to.
Oh, he's got past Cameron really quickly.
Big move.
So I wonder if Cameron's got problems now. Cameron comes back at him at turn 8. Maybe it's just caught unawares out of that corner. I'm not sure specifically what happened there, but
I think Jackson went into turn 7 very, very hard around Corporate Hill because he was quite wide on the run down into turn 8. And now he's going to get out after these leading cars. So keep an eye on the white and black Calibra. Next up is Inwood in the Chev.
And in the meantime, it's Brad Shields goes through. He's got a 1.5 second margin over Beauchet in second spot. Inwood third, Jackson the 4th. Then it should be Cameron and Pro the next 2 through. Harwood about to be eaten up by the Aston Martin of Duggan. And Duggan moves through as well. Then it'll be Kelleher, the next one, Pillars, Aiken, Lifehead, Smith, and guys are at the back in the Bimmer.
So Duggan is charging it. Already Chris Jackson is onto the back of Inwood for 3rd place in this race. So Jackson is going to be looking to make the move very, very shortly around the back section of the circuit. We'll have to see if he can get the run up over 5 and 6 to Inwood. Coming around Corporate Hill now. We'll see what they can get as they emerge back into the sight lines.
Yeah, Shields is not hanging around in case he has dramas like he did earlier.
Jackson's pass down into the hairpin, so around the back of Corporate Hill, he managed to pass for 3rd place in the race.
Edward now back to 4th position, ahead of Cameron. Edward had 2 seconds earlier, so good weekend for the Batharian.
Now the question is, last lap forward is out, so Jackson will probably not get any further than 3rd place. And we got round Inwood there to be able to take 3rd position. You can see Cameron in behind him in 5th.
Duggan's in 6th.
Through in the 26th, the CSJ engineering car up to 3rd place. Was able to capitalise, I guess, on those early incidents. Now we'll see what happens as he comes round. Turn 2. There's our leader, Brad Shields, on the screen.
3.9 seconds ahead at this stage, and comfortably, you might say, at this point.
I think they've rectified whatever issue there was in the car to be able to open up a gap like that quite comfortably, especially when Paul Beauchamp was able to beat him in the last race. He has not been able to stay with him in just the 4 short laps that we've had of this one since going back from yellow.
So Shields comes down to turn 8 for the last time, swings the turbo rotary powered Fiat through that corner, out the other side. And Jackson certainly made some inroads in. He's done fastest PB to sector 1, so it's been a good workout for the Calibra driver. And his fastest lap is quicker than Beauchamp by about 0.7 of a second.
He's
down the checkered flag, and it's Brad Shields that takes the win. Joe Sed's Fiat Rotary Turbo. 2nd spot will go to Paul Beauchamp in a Dodge-powered Corvette. And 3rd goes to Chris Jackson in the Chev-powered Calibra.
Inwood's just going to hold off Scott Cameron to the line in the battle for that position, 4th place on the road. And Duggan all the way back to 6th. A good drive from him in the end. And then just look at this on screen as well. We've got the 2 Commodores side by side behind Gessler. They're sliding through the final complex. And it looks like the Pillars has been able to stay in front of Smith.
We'll wrap up position 9 headed behind Pro and Harwood in their Skylines. And this is the final battle home for Division 3 cars. Guys are in ahead of Pillars and Smith. And following across the line will be Dave Aiken, the man who supplies the Kermo tyre that keeps this series alive. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the final race for the weekend for Formula Race cars.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.